It's been a while since I last talked about Sorcery, but there's been a fair bit of controversy going on about the latest miniset release called Dragonlord that I wanted to chime in as well. Welcome back to Tabletop Goodness. Well, Eric's Curiosa is releasing the next miniset called Dragonlord on August the 2nd, so first let's look at the anatomy of that product and who the target audience would be before talking about how you would acquire that set. Well, this miniset features hand-painted art by none other than renowned fantasy artist Ed Beard Jr., and I've personally been a long-time fan of his works since the early days of Magic the Gathering. I especially loved cards like Nicol Bolas and the Birds of Paradise, for example. I remember trying to include those cards in my deck just because I was captivated by the art on them. So naturally, I was over the moon when I found out that there will be a set focusing solely on his art. Dragonlord is going to be a 13-card miniset with a total of 13 fixed unique rarity cards and one random premium foil card in the box out of those 13 cards. And the MSRP comes in at $59 for this set. Well, given the price point and the number of cards, this is surely more pitched as a collector's item, right? But could be pitched as a mini expansion to, say, Arthurian Legends as well. Now, a set like this is nothing new to the TCG world. Just look at Magic the Gathering's Secret Lairs, for example, which focus on a very narrow topic. The problem with Dragonlord is, though, that not only does it include cards that one might actually want to play and not just collect, but that it also features new avatars, like the Dragonlord avatar. If you do not have access to this set, you will not be able to build a deck around this specific card. And you'll notice that I've been talking about availability, and that is because this set will most likely have a very limited print run and will only be available through very discreet channels. Team Covenant, who partnered with Eric's Curiosa a while ago, had the set for pre-release and it was almost immediately sold out. Distribution seems to have difficulty acquiring, at least from talking to my local stores, and the only other way to get it is by visiting fairs and events like Gen Con. Well, this potentially works if you're close to Indiana and if they have enough stock there, but for people outside the US, this is much more difficult. So sadly, to this day, I was not able to secure a pre-order myself. Unsurprisingly, eBay, on the other hand, has seen some crazy high prices already, and I'm pretty sure that one of the things this way of handling this product does is entice scalpers to hoard it and sell it at a premium. The only other way that I know of to acquire Dragonlord is by getting a signed copy from Ed Beard Jr. himself. But there are also some hurdles there, as in priority access to getting a copy will be given to long-time Patreons, followed by members that have signed up for at least a year. And look, I think that what Ed is doing actually makes total sense. It's his art, his supporters, and at the end of the day, his decision. It just makes it harder for the general public to acquire the set. And at the end of the day, my biggest gripe lies with Eric's Curiosa about how they are handling this product, and I would actually love for a wider audience to have access to Ed's art, as it is indeed fantastic, like I said in the beginning, but also from a work perspective. For a still rather small company, just imagine how much work needs to go into balancing these cards and making sure that this does not break the rest of the game. That's a lot of time investment for a very short printed set like that. Lastly, Gothic, Sorcery's next full set, will only be available end of the year, so everyone that would like some new cards in between will have to wait. And look, actually, I think that's fine. Eric's Curiosa have always said that they want to release one main set per year, and it's good that they don't just pump out mediocre releases. I might just need to accept the fact that I will not be easily able to complete my Sorcery collection with this miniset, but I'm still very excited about Gothic. Ultimately, I'm very curious whether the backlash, if you want to call it, means that they won't be doing another miniset, which I believe the set takes a lot of resources, change the means of acquiring it, or whether they will focus on mainline entries only in the future. Well, how about you? Did you manage to snag a pre-order? Or maybe know a good place to find the product? Well, I would be very grateful to know about that. If so, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you next time again on Tabletop Goodness.